you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
On the run, it's Prince. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And he's dragged down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off? Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Going deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Wildcats have it offense headed out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establish.
Turning it on! Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our down the seam on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for room, it sprints. Out to the 36-yard line after getting... on that one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing. It bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. This defense to get the football back. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Oh, he tosses it back. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it. Got room at the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. There he headed to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Prince. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, I give the defense a lot of credit because they weren't able... pressure on the quarterback, but the back end of the defense did an outstanding job staying with their receivers. They knew tonight they were going to have to be able to run stride for stride with some of these targets, and they did on that play, getting the pick.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finding open areas. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
The Wolverines are on the move.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you
throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No. Good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Dangerous screen into traffic. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Touchdown, Michigan! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him! And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets a block. Touchdown, Wolverines! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Michigan! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss. Gas, great job, great return.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Gonna run it. It's Prince. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Makes the grab. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the eight ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Northwestern will send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the run, it's Bishop. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-arm...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Got room on the return. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught in the backfield. It's Gage. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Gage. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rooks. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nobody falling for the tomfoolery, the chicanery, and it'll be 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock.
He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Buys a little time with his feet. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown... Starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to put